Old times in high school. We picked Ocean City as our destination. Jason's family owns a small beach house there, and he managed to get us the place for the weekend. It wasn't anything luxurious, just a cozy 2-bedroom cottage a couple blocks from the shore, but it was more than enough. We just wanted to chill, enjoy the beach, have a few drinks, and reconnect. We drove down on a hot Friday afternoon. The air was heavy and humid, close to 90 degrees, and it smelled like sunscreen and salty ocean breeze the moment we got there. We spent the afternoon wandering the boardwalk, hitting up the arcades, and people watching. The beach was crowded, kids tossing beach balls, families setting up under umbrellas, lifeguards shouting orders. Everything felt perfectly normal. That evening, we returned to the house, grilled up some burgers, cracked open a few beers, and played drinking games. By midnight, we were all a little drunk and getting restless. I think it was Marcus who said, "Let's head back to the beach." There's something about the ocean at night that just pulls you in. The beach was almost silent. The air had cooled, and a strange calmness hung over everything. We didn't take much, just a flashlight, our phones, and some hoodies in case it got cold. We had no plans to swim, just hang out and maybe take a walk. We took the boardwalk down and stepped onto the sand. Just as we expected, it was empty. The waves rolled in steadily, and the only light came from a few street lamps and the moon behind thin clouds. Visibility was low, just enough to make out the shoreline. We strolled by the water's edge, occasionally dipping our feet into the freezing surf, chatting and joking around. Eventually, we stopped near a lifeguard stand, one of those tall wooden towers they take down overnight, and lay on the sand staring at the stars. That's when Jason suddenly sat up and asked, "Is someone walking over there?" We all looked. At first, I couldn't see anything, just shadows. But then I spotted a dark figure near the waterline, maybe 50 or 60 yards away. It looked like someone walking slowly, right along where the waves met the shore. At first, we thought nothing of it, just another night walker. But something felt wrong. The way the person moved was unnatural, rigid, slow, and lifeless. No sway in their arms, no casual steps. Their head was bowed slightly, like they were studying the sand. We all grew quiet, watching. I muttered, "What are they even doing?" Marcus guessed maybe they lost something. Jason laughed and said maybe it was a drunk tourist looking for keys. We chuckled a bit and tried to ignore it, but I couldn't stop glancing back. Then I noticed they had stopped walking. Now they were just standing still, closer, maybe only 30 yards away. A chill went through me. We avoided pointing the flashlight directly, but it was hard not to stare. The whole scene felt wrong. Marcus finally whispered, "They've been standing there for like 5 minutes. Who just stands like that?" Then Jason said something that turned my blood cold. "He's looking at you, Kyle." I laughed it off nervously, but Jason insisted. "No, his head's tilted toward you." Then Jason aimed the flashlight and switched it on. The beam hit the figure for barely a second before the battery died, but that moment was enough. I saw him. Pale, almost grayish white. Shirtless, soaked jeans clinging to his legs. His arms hung limply, lifeless at his sides. His head tilted at an unnatural angle, not broken, just wrong. And his eyes, huge, bulging, wide open. The second the light touched him, he moved. Fast. Terrifyingly fast. 1 second he was still, the next he was sprinting straight toward us. No build-up, just instant, full speed running. We screamed and bolted, not daring to look back. Marcus shouted, "Go," as we pounded across the sand. My lungs were burning. We didn't stop until we reached the boardwalk steps and made it to the street. Only then did we look back. Nothing. The beach was empty. No footprints. Just waves crashing. We stood there stunned. None of us spoke much on the way back. When we got to the house, we locked every door and window, closed the blinds, and sat up until sunrise. None of us could sleep. I kept waiting to see that pale face outside the window, but it never came. The next morning, we tried to laugh it off, say it was just a creepy guy messing around. But deep down, we all knew that wasn't it. Something about the way he moved, the silence, the vanishing footprints, it didn't make sense. We stayed one more night but never left the house. Then we left early the next morning. Weeks passed. Life went on. Then one night, Jason texted me, "I keep seeing him in my dreams." He described the figure, standing in the corner of his room, dripping wet, staring at him. No words. Just watching. I didn't tell him, but I'd been having the same dream. Same figure. Same posture. Sometimes I even wake up thinking I hear wet footsteps in the hall. But no one's there. Then last week, almost a year later, I came across a Facebook post in a local Ocean City group. Someone shared a blurry photo from the beach, taken at 1 a.m., asking, "Anyone know who this creepy guy was by the water?" I recognized him immediately. Same pale skin. Same posture. Just standing by the waves. The comments were even worse. Dozens of people said they'd seen him, too. Some said he walked into the ocean and never came out. One person even found wet footprints on their porch, no tracks leading to or from them. I don't know what we saw that night. But I do know one thing: I'll never step foot on that beach after dark again.